to another video. Today's video is all about Sunday prep for the work week ahead. It is Sunday today and I've had a week off work, but I am back to work tomorrow. So begins the whole Sunday day of prep, and I just thought it'd be a really good video to show you what I do and how I plan, not only just as a busy working mum who works full-time out of the house, but also someone who is trying to lose weight, someone who's following Slimming World, so the two together become a whole new thing. But you don't need to be losing weight, you could just be a busy person and you just need some inspiration for how to, you know, plan your meals at work and things like that when you're busy. So that is what this video is all about. So if you haven't already, get yourself something to drink to keep you going. My drink today is rhubarb with peach and cherry in it. Smells nice, never had it before. New little buy from Lidl. I actually this week went shopping to Lidl rather than Aldi or anywhere else, and I must say I was really impressed. It might be my new favourite place to go shopping. If you're just here to watch along, get yourself a drink, get your feet up, get cozy. If you are cooking along with me, also stay hydrated, but make sure you've got everything ready. So for anyone who watched my last video, I'll put a card to it just up here. My last video showing how I planned my meals around what I've already got in, recipes that I'm doing, recipes that I've got in recipe books, magazines, online content, things like that. But today what we're doing is first of all I'm making an easy lunch for today, because at some point I want to take the dogs on a fairly big-ish dog walk and I want to come back and have a nice, healthy, hearty meal for myself and my family, prepped and basically ready to go. So the first thing we're doing today is an easy cottage pie, which is in my Slimming World recipe book, but if you look at the recipe, it's not necessarily for anyone who's slimming, it's just healthy. Let me show you. So this is what we are doing today. Hang on, which one is it? So it's the classic easy cottage pie. We're doing this one. And we are also making some lunches to be prepped and ready for the work week ahead. So we are making lentil, chilli and rice. And I saw this and it just looked gorgeous. So I'm making a big batch of this, hoping it'll probably get both myself and Dan through till Tuesday, Wednesday. So this is what we're doing. So I will link the recipes below that I'm following, but they're fairly easy recipes. Most of these ingredients I've got in. I've not had to buy anything particular. The only thing I've bought is fresh coriander. That's optional, I guess. You wouldn't necessarily need to do that. Everything else is just typical store cupboard ingredients. The only thing that I am omitting is mushrooms, because I don't like them. Dan does, but I'm cooking, so I get to choose. And also throughout the course of this video, I will be sharing some time-saving tips and also money-saving tips. So be sure to keep an eye out for those as I drop those in along the way as well. Also, do let me know down in the comments below, are you just sat watching this video for curiosity and a bit of inspiration, or are you doing a cook along at the side of me? Just drop a little comment below and just let me know which one of these you are doing. And also let me know, are you following Slimming World or Weight Watchers, or just general being a bit conscious of what you're eating, calorie intake, things like that, or are you just, you know, you're just skinny and blessed? Which one is it? Okay, so without any further ado, let's get started. So first of all, just a really quick overview of the ingredients. So you've got some floury potatoes, I've got some Maris Pipers, tin of chopped tomatoes, a beef stock cube, Worcester sauce, 3 carrots, a chopped white onion. If you want to save even more time, I would highly recommend using the frozen onion. I'm choosing not to use that today just because it's Sunday and I've got the time to actually stand and chop the onions, whereas the frozen onions that I have I save for weeknight recipes that I'm making just to speed my evenings up. 5% fat lean minced steak. I've also gone for this grass-fed or majority grass-fed, which was available in Lidl, which I can't say I've ever seen in Aldi, and I love this packaging as well. So you can see exactly how much you get, not like the Aldi one where it's full of air and it looks like a great big massive packet, but there you go. And then some garlic. The recipe does say, you know, fresh garlic and chop it, prep it, do whatever, but who's got time for that? I have got frozen garlic as well, but can't be arsed. I'm just going to use this stuff. So there we are. I think that's it. I might just sling a few extra herbs in myself, but off we go. Actually realised that the recipe calls for leeks and I don't have any. I did recently have some frozen ones, but I threw them away because I thought I was never gonna ever use them. So in place of the leeks, I'm just gonna throw in some frozen peas because I have them to hand. And as I mentioned, the recipe says to use mushrooms, which we don't like, so I won't be putting those in. So I'm just gonna throw a few extra frozen peas in. So just while this is sauteing and doing its thing, I'm just gonna throw out my veggies, peelings. I don't have a compost, so won't be putting them in there. And then, yeah, crack on with the rest of the recipe.
I might go too fast. I don't care about those limits, 'cause I want this to last like nothing ever lasts before. I might go too fast. Suddenly I feel so rich, but I don't know nothing. I can't let this slip, no. I gotta seize the moment. Have you even noticed? Are you thinking about me? Are you thinking about me? I'm having a hard time not doing anything other than thinking about you. So are you thinking about me? 'Cause I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. Don't wanna go too fast, 'cause I know that people get scared sometimes. Hope it's not this time, 'cause I might go too fast. Suddenly I feel so rich.
Okay, so the cottage pie is now well underway. That is now just going to sit there and simmer away for about 25 minutes. So, in this time, whilst we're waiting for that, the mash is ready to go and it's just going to go in the oven after that. So, I'm just going to use this time now to start my next recipe, which is the lentil, chilli and rice, ready for lunches. So we're just going to put this recipe to one side and start with the next one. So because that's still simmering, I need to get a different pan out. So I've got my big old cast iron one. I do also have a shallow cast iron. But again, just for flinging it around and stirring, I've gone for the big daddy one. We're back to chopping. I've got another onion to chop. Like my mascara loves chopping onions. Not.
Suddenly I feel so rich. No, I don't know nothing. Oh, I can't let this slip. No, I gotta seize the moment. Have you even noticed? Are you thinking about me? Are you thinking about me? I'm having a hard time not doing anything other than thinking about you. So are you thinking about me? 'Cause I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. I know we just met, but it feels like I know you. We love the same things. You want a house in Malibu. Are you feeling the same way I do? Are you feeling the same way I do? Are you thinking about me? Are you thinking about me? I'm having a hard time not doing anything other than thinking about you. So are you thinking about me? 'Cause I've been thinking about you.
Making really good progress. Right now I've got the lentils simmering away. Technically they don't need to simmer. The recipe says to use dried lentils and a load of water to obviously cook your lentils through, but I'm using tinned lentils that are already cooked. So all I'm doing really is letting all those flavours amalgamate, come together, just intensify, so it's super delicious when it's cooked. It's just turned down really low, just so it's simmering, which also now gives me time to move back to my first recipe. So my timer's done, so I know that it's simmered long enough, and we're ready now just to assemble everything. Also, can you see this massive cluster of spots I've got coming on my chin? Like, I got on there and I got a pile of them there. Don't know what's happening there. Right, so where are we? Let's have a look at this. Let's take the lid off and I'll show you. See what it's looking like. Oh yeah. Look at that, nicely simmered. I've got a feeling that weren't quite high enough. Let's just blast it a little bit to thicken up. Let's give my carrots a chance to cook and soften. Okay, so the next part in all this now is I'm just gonna cook some long grain rice for the lunches that I'm doing. And then we should be ready to assemble the lentil chilli, and then my cottage pie will be ready to put in a dish and sit in the oven. It's very, very windy out today. We've got hurricane strength winds and the gusts are just ridiculous. It feels like the house is gonna blow down and fences are gonna blow around the garden and things like that. So and I can just see on the window it's starting to rain as well, which is nice because it was bright and sunshiny earlier and I miss that because I'm in here cooking. But you know, we've got to do what we got to do, right? Yeah, I'm gonna get some rice on. And I once watched a Jamie Oliver thing years ago, decades plural. Yeah, probably were actually. Might be the best part of 20 years since when I saw this. And he says to use a 2-to-1 ratio when you're doing rice. So I use a big mug, and I use 1 big mug of dried rice and 2 big mugs of water. I use cold water, bring it to the boil, put my salt in, season it, and then I drop it down to a low temperature to simmer, and then I give it a stir and leave it with the lid on for, I don't know, it's maybe about 12, 15 minutes, depends how you have your simmer. Try not to take the lid off too much. Take it off when it's about there. Give it a stir. If you've still got a bit of liquid in the bottom, just give it another few minutes with the lid back on, but don't leave it too long, because getting dried rice or burnt rice in your pan is no fun, and you need to try and stop it. Find that little sweet spot before then, but it will give you the most perfect rice. And that is what we're going to do now. Already, so I've got about 12 minutes while I wait for the rice to come to boil, and so I can turn it down. So I'm just going to use this time and just get a bit of really quick cleaning up done. So the rice needs another 5 minutes or so, just so it's totally done. And I'm just going to check on my lentils, so I'm just going to pull them around and we're going to give them a little stirry. Yep, that is now perfect. It's just thinking about starting to stick to the bottom. It's not, but it would if I left it any longer. So, good stir. Lid back on. And take it off the heat. And that will just sit now until I'm ready to use it. And my dogs need to go out, so bear with me a minute. I've just got to, you know, dog mom duty's call. We're done. 3 lunches for both Dan and myself. By the way, it smells amazing. I think it's the cinnamon that's in there, but it smells incredible. So right at the end, when it's off the heat, you just stir through some coriander, some fresh chopped coriander. I'm saving some because I'm hoping to use some of this in a recipe later during the week if it's still, you know, okay. And I have just portioned up a couple of little pots of natural yogurt for us to take. I'll just replenish these each day. I did have loads of these, and because they weren't being used, I threw them away. I do that a lot. I know I need them and I've not got them, but that's fine. I can just wash these out and fill them up every day. And I think I'm just gonna maybe do like a wedge of lime, pop it on the side of the bowl, and that's it. Lunch for 2 hungry adults trying to lose weight is served. So what do we think? And the beauty of these is we can just grab it straight out of the fridge, heat it up at work, and we're good to go. And also, just in the oven is my cottage pie that's just finishing off. Made a bit of a mess. So there we have it. How easy or difficult was that? The time saving tips really to take from this video are, if you have one, use a wok, if ever it says frying pan. If you don't yet have one, and if you do want to invest in one, I say invest, they don't even need to be expensive. Ours is probably more expensive because it's one for an induction hob, but you don't need to spend a lot of money. Personally, I just find that if you're cooking something like as a batch, so it's quite a lot, it's just easier and faster just to be able to stir it without the fear of it kind of just spilling out everywhere, because obviously the cleanup time after is greater. I'm blessed to have an induction hob. I remember back when I had a normal gas burner hob, and god, the time it would take cleaning. It's one of the reasons why we changed to an induction hob when we had the kitchen done. So yeah, anything that aids a faster cleanup as well, because that's still part of the whole cooking process, isn't it? Let's face it, it's your prep as well as the cleanup after, so anything that kind of speeds that up is a bonus. Hello, madam. Do you want to see Sasha? Because she really wants to see you. It's my little puppy doggy. She's wondering who I'm talking to. It's our friends. Are you looking out the window for them? Are you looking for our friends? Can you smell all this delicious food and you're wondering if there's any left for you? Is that what you're doing? Are you wanting some delicious dinner? Are you wanting some dinner? Have I said that word? Are you wanting some dinner? Do you want some dinner? Do you want some dinner? You cannot have this, it's full of garlic and chilli and stuff. You won't like it. I think Jessie's come to get you. Jessie's coming to play. Oh baby, oh baby. Are you okay? You want to cuddle? You're so funny how you get yourself. You're so funny, Lasha. You're just like a... You're just like a baby. You're just like a baby. Are you like a woman? Jesse's got his John Cena music on. Boy mum. Hello! You're so cute. Are you gonna let me just finish my video? Are you gonna let me wrap my video up? Are you gonna let me wrap my video up? So, I'm just gonna finish tidying up the last of the mess now and wait for these dishes to cool down so that I can put them into the fridge. That's another tip, don't put hot food in the fridge because, well, we know why, just don't do it, basically. I'm covered in dog hairs now. Ah. Dogs are molting, oh my god. I'm glad I didn't pick them up while I was cooking because that'd be everywhere. Get yourself some reliable containers. These are only cheap from B&M in the homeware section. Sorry, it's all homeware. What am I talking about? The kitchen section in B&M. There's something like $3.99 for about 10. And they're brilliant. I have had these ones for ages. I've bought multiple sets of them because you do get the odd breakage. I've got a few now that are broken. Let me show you, I've got one here. So I have had these, it's probably not even going to pick up on camera that, but it's broken just here on the lid. So it's fine, the lid still works. There will come a time when I can't reuse it anymore, so, but for what they cost, I think they're amazing. I have had more expensive ones from Amazon. Didn't last nowhere near as long, so go get yourself some of these from B&M if you are interested in some of these. Another tip is keep your essential tools at hand. Another vital part to this is plan your meals. I don't always do this, and on the weeks when I don't plan meals or don't plan lunches, it's just horrendous and it costs me so much more money, because if I'm going to the little supermarket every day and I'm buying a meal deal, not only am I spending more money by doing that, but I'm also susceptible to giving to cravings. I actually had a shock the other day. So we're having training for this new system at work. Bit of a backstory, it's really quick. and they were providing lunch, so they went around to just a little last dinner work and got a load of meal deals. So there was some sandwiches, there was some of the wraps. I had one of those the other day. It was I think it was like a chicken fajita wrap, a bag of salt and vinegar crisps, and Pepsi Max, whatever it was. And I was shocked to my very core to figure out that the sins in that wrap I had was, I think it was 36. Honestly, I was floored. You know, you go and get something like that, you think you're having a healthy lunch, think again. So therefore, to be organised, it's took a few hours of my Sunday, granted, and there's other things that I could be doing. However, I see this as an investment in me. It's an investment in my time in the future, and it's an investment in myself and my health to keep me on track with my weight loss. But I also know the ingredients is going into my food, so less chemicals and other additives and nasties and things like that. Money, health, and it's keeping me on track on my weight loss. If I have to go around to Asda, you can bet your ass I'm going to get a bag of crisps. Am I going to see a Twix and want to put it in? Yes, I am, because I'm going to want that when I have my afternoon cup of tea. I'm not going to lie. I see stuff and I want it. That is the kind of person I am. I don't know why I am the way I am, but that is the way that I am. So if I can avoid even needing to go around there, I'm more likely to stick to my plan. There we go. Frozen prepped veg. It's just so stinking convenient. It's just so amazing. If you haven't used it already, where the heck have you been? If you are using it already, well done you. Give yourself a pat on the back, because you're halfway there to saving time and spending your time on something you want to do instead. Because I'm guessing stood in the kitchen cooking for hours on end isn't it. We'd rather be binge watching something on Netflix or reading a book or whatever. Spending time with friends, family, you get the picture. Don't get me wrong, some Sundays the last thing I want to do is sit and do a meal plan. Go through the fridge, freezer and the pantry, go shopping, come back and start doing it, as well as doing something for Sunday dinner, yada yada yada. However, I know that Monday morning when I'm late for work, because it's me, that's what I do, I'm going to be so grateful that I can just go to the fridge, take out a container of a healthy, freshly prepared meal with my little pot of yogurt and enjoy it at lunchtime. So there we are. I really, really hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you have. If you're not already, please subscribe and share. Please share me with your friends and family if there's anyone who you think might enjoy watching these videos as well. Share the love, spread me around. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, or whatever day it happens to be where you are, and I'm excited to see you again in the next one. I love you so much, and see you later. Bye.